Okay, we're just gonna make this real fast because I keep having to hit the reconnect button and then it stops working and I don't know what's going on. So I get to have a vaginal birth after 2 C-sections as long as I don't gain too much weight, which I'm not really worried about. She didn't really say anything about my weight, to be honest. It was amazing to have a doctor who, the first thing my doctor said to me, the one I was seeing, was, can't gain more than 20 pounds. You have to have a C-section. This doctor didn't say crap besides try not to gain too much weight because it can be unhealthy. Did not tell me how much weight I was allowed to gain and how much weight I wasn't. That was amazing. I was like, oh, really? Okay. She went over things with me and she was all like, oh, we're not going to talk about a C-section. No, you came in here for a vaginal birth. That's what we're going to discuss. Here are your options. There are a million things we can try and do before we have to have a C-section. You can labor for 24 hours before an infection or before we worry about the infection. So, I mean, honestly, it's going to be okay. The hospital I'm going to deliver at has, um, as long as there's nothing in my water, I can be in the shower. I can be on the birthing ball. I can be, what did she say, walking. I can just do everything I wanted to do with my first birth that I wasn't allowed to do. So, the hiccups. So I'm really, really excited about that. And this doctor really seems awesome. And I mean, she took the time to go over that and breastfeeding, and she's a lactation consultant. And I mean, she was just straight up every single question, every concern I had, she answered it. Okay, she was just plain and simple. This is how it's going to be. This is what you should know. This is the information. This is the risk. This is what we do here. What they do there is VBACs. This is what they believe in. And that is what I wanted. I was terrified that she was going to tell me no. There was never a no. There was, we can talk about it. We can discuss it. In the end, it's going to be about what is good for you and your baby. In the end, it's about, are you healthy enough? Do you think you're healthy enough? You can labor to 42 weeks. As of the 42 weeks, that day, I'm going to induce you. But here's the thing. We are going to strip your membranes. We're going to give you Cervidil. We're going to do everything we can before we give you Pitocin. And that's what I wanted in a doctor. I wanted a doctor who would tell me, I'm going to strip your membranes. I'm going to give you Cervidil. I'm going to make you eat spicy food. You're going to do this and you're going to do that. That is exactly what I wanted in a doctor. Because here's the thing. My doctor with my first son didn't do shit. You know how he induced me? Gave me Pitocin, and then they popped my water. It was horrible. Nobody told me that if you have Pitocin, it makes your contractions worse. It makes them stronger. It hurts worse. It's horrible. So, I mean, there were things I could have done, but the doctor didn't do because he didn't want to do. So after she went through all my medical history and she pulled everything up and she looked at everything, she was like, no, you're a candidate. You qualify. It's been almost 5 years since I've had a C-section. Uh, you know, the risk of having a uterine rupture is 0.7%. That is a little scary. It's 1 in 500 women, according to the ACOG. 1 in 500 women, and that was the last updated information I had read. Um, I am not worried about that. My mother is, but I'm not. I feel confident. I feel comfortable. I feel as if I can do this. I feel like I know my body. I do want to go over a few things like how will I know if I'm having a uterine rupture? People say that you can get the catheter in the uterus. There's a catheter that goes there. But I have read by so many doctors who have even posted online and so many people saying do not get this. It's not always accurate. It's not worth it. So I am not going to go that route. I want to know signs. Should I be worried about certain things? Will we be checking my uterus before I go into labor? What should I expect is how I feel. So, I mean, I still have a few more questions, but I see her again February 6th. We did an ultrasound, and it determined that the baby was 16 weeks and 6 days, and I was 15 weeks and 6 days. I jumped up in my due date. I did. I jumped up by like 6 days. So as of Saturday, I'm actually 17 weeks. The baby's a little bit small for what it's measuring, so we have to keep an eye on it. I was laying in there, and turns out it's a boy. They're pretty positive it's a boy. I mean, I saw it. It looks like a boy, so I know what boys look like. If somehow that cord is not, or somehow that is the cord, I would be absolutely amazed, to be honest with you. I would be so amazed. It's not even funny. Um, I already feel him. He already moves when I talk to him. I can feel him pushing on me. He is just as stubborn as me. The tech was like, hey, 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 pay attention, pay attention, do this. Hey, hey, quit moving. And he just started shaking his head no. Like he was responding back to her. And I was like, hell are you doing that, kid? You're not supposed to be able to do that yet. Kids can't, they're not supposed to be able to hear us until like 20 weeks. Why, why in the hell is this kid actually responding back? I mean, he was seriously responding back, and I was like, hell. So hopefully in the next few weeks I will get to do my 3D ultrasound, but I'm gonna have another ultrasound at 21 weeks, which is February 6th. No, roughly 21 weeks. So I have mine on February 6th, but there's really no point at all in getting a 3D ultrasound right after that one because I'm just gonna see him then, so I'm gonna push it off till March. Um, That's my dog whimpering, if you're wondering. I am like super excited to see him again. I'm positive it's a boy. We've already been picking out things for the nursery, buying him clothes. I don't care. If for some odd reason it is a girl, it doesn't matter because I've been buying thrift store clothes because my thrift store here is so amazing. I want to do a baby haul video, but I don't have time to do it yet. And I don't think I'm going to do another one until the nursery's done. I'm hoping that by the end of this weekend, I will have the nursery completely picked up, um, everything moved out, tape on the wall, tarps on the ground, and then hopefully by next Friday, my husband will be able to start painting it, is what I'm hoping for. I'm a little unsure if that's going to happen, but that's what I'm hoping for. My goal is to have it finished by the end of January. Hold on, baby, okay? My daughter doesn't want to sleep. She's so excited because we've been shopping all day for the baby. No, no, no. Hold on. So, I'm exhausted. This is like my first day that I haven't had a nap at all. See her little jacket? She sleeps in it. I can't get her to get out of it. It's her like favorite thing ever. So when she falls asleep, I go in there and I sneak it off. So, oh, there she goes. Now she's taking off because I said something. But anyways, that's it for now. I was just going to do a small update. So Saturday is 17 weeks, and probably when I come back at 18 weeks, I'll do a belly pick. No, I'm getting huge. Oh, and I have an appetite. The last 2 days, like starting like yesterday to today, I finally have an appetite. I'm eating like crazy. I was barely eating 1,000 calories a day. I'm finally up to 2,000 to 2,500. Thank you, baby. That you. Yes, it is. 2,000 to 2,500, which is awesome because I was afraid that I was never going to start eating, and I feel full after so long, but I'm finally eating, and it feels great to finally be able to say, oh, look, I'm eating, I'm eating, I'm eating, because I could barely eat. So, but that's it. I hope y'all have a great time. I'm going to go wrestle this little one to bed.